What is up, guys?
Yeah.
Welcome back. It's been a hot minute, but we are them dudes. I am your host, Toxin.
Random here.
So, we only get together on special occasions to do the big movies that, capture us. So we had to come together and do, because Hulu doing it big right now.
Hulu is there.
They saw, I'm just calling it out, they saw what Shane Black did, the shit that he shitted out, and then they said, you know what, we're going to do our own thing, and it's Hulu Presents Prey.
Predator. Prey.
Whatever did this, I can kill it.
This is the first time that the Predator, that the Yamchas have set foot on planet Earth. So at first it was skeptical because, if you're Predator fans like we are, you remember the pistol that was presented in Predator 2. The main Yamcha gives Danny Glover a gun, and it's engraved. First off, it's engraved, and it looks like a trophy gun. It has somebody's name on it. It has a date, and it says 1715. So, and this one takes place in 1719. So we were already a little skeptical about that. Like,
first of all,
what happened?
Like, what was that? Yeah, what was that? How was that going to take place?
Yeah.
What was going to be on with that?
But what we were discussing off camera. With that said, noticing the gun that he gives Danny Glover, and noticing the gun that is, we're jumping ahead a little bit, but the given at the end, it looks like it's a trophy gun. It looks like something that belongs on a wall.
Right.
So it looks. I don't know why somebody went into battle with that.
The handle was like.
It was beautiful. It was handcrafted shit. Yeah.
So,
like going into that, did the Yamcha that had it and that gave it to Danny Glover, did he just take it off a wall? And like, it could have been any time, like it could have been in the 2000s, and he just took it off the wall. And then in this one, why did the soldier that had it, why did he go into battle with this handcrafted wall trophy?
Right.
I didn't understand it.
And there were, I guess, young settlers already trying to get the pelts of the animals, just raping the fucking land. I'm sorry, raping the land already.
The white man. That's when the white man invaded.
They show a part where the field of the just the carcasses of a buffalo and
just different animals of the land that were just literally wasted meat. They were just taking the pelt. But to give you a brief rundown, Prey is we are following the Naru. Yeah, she's an up and coming female of the tribe that wants to be a hunter. Now, what we had an issue with is nowadays they are trying to implement modern day Ripley's, and we just don't agree with that. Okay.
Right.
This up and coming female who is trying to establish her name, and I forget how in their language, because they are the Comanche tribe, what it's called, but it's like a rite of passage, like you are hunting something that's hunting you. So going basically what the whole Predator, the whole Yamchas are about, the ultimate game.
I love that little connection with that too, and then she was growing, and as we know like the Predators from the other movies, like they're not all even though the technology is upgraded from this one, it's like the technology is there, but he's like with no kind of armor, no kind of.
I think what I was reading was he was the stripped down Yamcha. He was like the bare bones. They were so technologically advanced to where they could travel world to world, but it was nothing like their armor and the weaponry was nothing like what we are used to. Like I think his camouflage was a little bit glitchy because it even when he was hit certain ways, it wasn't the little yellow stuff that we were used to. It was red, and it was like a different type of shield
especially with that storm, and it was just hitting them, and you could just it was kind of affecting the camouflage there. Which man, and this is what you hear. This is what we want to see in this Predator movie. I mean, like I said, I had all these doubts on it before. I knew coming in okay. It's probably gonna let us down like many movies have let us down before. And this is where basically all my thinking process is all what we've been the bullshit that we've been fed the last couple of months, years.
Yeah, months.
There's been some good movies out there, but
the way he's the director of 10 Cloverfield Lane. Yes. He had fun designing it, so I liked. It did take you back and gave you a different look again from the technology, the advanced ones that we're used to. He was very stripped down. He was very. What was the word? He was very. They wanted to make him look ferocious. He was very feral. Yeah, he was just a very caveman type of situation, but he was tough. Again, he still had these advantages, the camouflage.
Yeah,
of course. He had his gauntlets with the blades. He had his. He didn't have a cannon. He didn't have a plasma cannon.
He had some kind of shotgun, kind of shotgun 3-arrow type.
That's where the original 3 lasers would have been. It freaked us out when we started seeing, instead of seeing the regular triangle, they started spreading apart and labeling different parts of the body.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the? I was like, does he have multiple cannons? And that's when we just saw the fucking needles. And wherever the laser was, that's where the needle hit directly. Even, I thought it was dope, where even if he's like, if it's facing somewhere else and he misses, like somehow he's firing in a different direction, like he accidentally falls and he accidentally shoots it, it still goes and finds its target. It will go around and still kill
wherever the laser's at. And that's why I was like, why the hell is he trying to shoot knowing that's going to happen? Mm-hmm. I guess there's a range to it. Or maybe he's going to get that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. But that's what I was going to say before. Like, this is what the reason why we go watch Predator movies. And this is why I was surprised that they didn't choose this on the theater, because I don't know if it's theater too, or I think it was exclusive.
I think it's exclusive for Hulu.
Dude, like, kudos again. But like, we go out there to see how he's gonna terrorize these motherfuckers, and what weapons that he has, and what kind of technique, what kind of little gadgets does he have. The way they filmed it, like the element, and I'm surprised we had maybe 1 or 2 jump scares, but like the way they filmed it, where we didn't see him like until like maybe 30 minutes, not even 30, like 20 minutes of the movie. Like it was sort of a long. You knew who the fuck he was. You knew what he was doing when you saw him. I mean, when I say see him without the cloak.
Yeah.
But it was always like, hey, did he do like just with we were talking about the laser, like what did he shoot? Because you just hear the sound, the way they shot it. It made you like, oh, we were just guessing, and every little thing.
It was a lot of revealing.
It was a lot of revealing there, exactly. The shield.
Dude, that shield. That was intense. It showed. We've been saying that for years. Like, what if he, like the old school had the shield? Like, when he's up against the wall, up against the French, like, I guess they're, what do you call it, settlers, that they're coming over because they're hunting the pelts, like he said earlier. They're
doing traps and shit.
He's up against a fucking firing wall, and all you see him, he just fucking puts his arm up, and a fucking shield comes. Like, I was like, oh my god, dude. I was like, dude, they've been listening to us. We've been waiting for that for years. I wanted to see that shit. Only thing we didn't really see was the sword, and we've been waiting for that.
The sword, that's what we thought was that, but that was that little thing.
It was his little.
But the way that he used it, of course, he blocked it. But there was this one point where he grabbed this fucking guy, had him against a tree. And then he fucking activated the shield, and it like clearly just chopped the motherfucker head off.
Not just his head, the tree that he was attached to. It
like I said,
completely through, dude.
It didn't go. It didn't. I would have liked to hear the. I know I'll go. Kind of, we're jumping again, but I would have liked to hear the little theme. Maybe we like. Toxin said it was kind of faint. Like, there was some parts
you would hear it kind of, that kind of situation.
Yeah, but you know how most of them have like there's always a word here and there, but they did it well, man.
And they did it throughout the movie.
Throughout the movie, there were, especially that one, like I kind of mentioned the brother. I can't remember his name.
Because she was an up and coming dude, she was a beast. She was far advanced more than the ones who have been hunting for years. Like going up against the guy saying that what she can and can't do. Like her outsmarting beating the shit out of one of them because he doubted her, and like outsmarting him and coming up with different situations about how to survive was awesome. Attaching the rope to her tomahawk to bring it back instead of her having to run and go get it. That's amazing.
That's just that's a female mentality. Like they will overthink the shit to make it work.
Yeah.
And then us, we just like.
Whatever.
And then that's how I love the brother part too, because he was basically that dude. I love their camaraderie and how he was like, now you go back, and you didn't come back with it. Like there was just some honor shit. It was underlying. It was it's almost up there with the first one, bro.
It's up there.
Saying, bro.
It did not let down again. Like you can't compare the first one. It was amazing. And after that, it was like hit and miss throughout the whole things. But yeah,
Daddy Glover one was pretty good.
It was decent.
I liked it. But it was a concrete jungle.
The different homages that it did throughout the thing, where she was in the quicksand, and then she was up against the tree, just like Dutch when he was hiding against the thing.
Bro,
the little lines that it said that if it bleeds, you can kill it.
And it was like, it wasn't too much.
And
like how some they just keep throwing it. And then about the medicine.
Oh yeah,
that was a cool little different way because she did go into quicksand
and got covered in mud, and that's when we were like, oh shit, it's gonna be like with Dutch, but we were totally wrong.
Yeah, but because she washes herself off. Yeah, we're like, don't do that.
Don't do that.
But no, there was a different kind of flower that kind of heals the body, but it
lowers your body temperature.
Kind of like
to where it's like almost like you're dead. Yeah, like it's like it cools the blood, so that's how she fights it. Is like she takes this medicine right before she fights, and is like invisible to him. So I thought that was dope. It was a different it was the same concept, but they did it their own way, their own little tactic of it. So I thought that was tastefully done. And then we did see a glimpse of Billy when the French settlers are cutting her brother. They cut his chest. I was like, holy shit! I was like, dude, it was just the little things that they did here and there that was like awesome.
This guy was a really he studied it, or he just knew what to do. He did his own thing, but he still gave those little homages too. Like he was a fan. This is why you're gonna do a project if you're not a fan. You know what I mean? This has to put some heart into it, people. Disney. Put some heart into it. Disney.
This is what I always have arguments with my girlfriend, sometimes her sister, and different family members. Was that why is there so many sequels? Why is there so many remakes? Why is there prequels? It's just what's the situation? This guy is a huge fan, and he did a prequel, but he kept it a Predator movie, but he gave it his own twist, and it was nice. It was everything that we expected with Shane Black's the Predator. Dude, he was actually in the first one, and then him okay, he's gonna do it right. He's gonna bring it back. He didn't. He fucking kind of killed it for me. I'm sorry. It was stupid. But dude, it was tastefully done from beginning to end, dude. I loved their fight scene. It wasn't the original Predator. It was kind of like a long drawn out. I did like when he takes off his mask and they go hand to hand. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, and you already know that fucking Arnold was gonna give him a couple of whacks, but he's gonna run through the whole thing, and that's how they
This one
that level ground.
This one was done where it was all the girl, because she was fucking him up with her tomahawk and doing all these little traps that she had set up for him. It was actually reversed. If anything, it was the Predator. The Yamcha was Arnold in this one, and then she was the Predator. Where he was fucking him up.
She already I would counter him because through the whole movie, like I said, he's killing everybody else.
Yeah.
So she's basically the last one, and we can't end this video without mentioning the brothers fight. Like he has a moment with him, he's going toe to toe with them.
That was beautiful.
He's ducking, pulling out arrows. He reusing them.
What initiates the fight was when he goes. He does a drive by, dude. He does a drive by, fucking hits him in the head.
Yeah, that's how because there's a moment that she's gonna get and then time after time again, but she gets time. That's the whole thing. That's the thing that's her weapon right there. She has time to study this motherfucker, and her line in the perfect. She was like, "Oh, you don't know, I just killed you, and I just killed this motherfucker too." And then she's right there because she's cold-blooded and shit.
Yeah, dude.
He walks right past her, bro.
It was amazing, dude. His fight with the brother was awesome. One arrow, and not only was he shooting him up, he was rolling and grabbing it out of him and shooting it at him again.
Dude.
Going toe to toe, dude. The brother was awesome. He did his part.
Dude, and he even did a fucking what was it? Carl Weathers part. Remember he stabbed him like that. He goes, ah!
Oh yeah, he did.
He did that to the brother.
He did. I didn't even know.
He was like, he's already here. He run because he disappears on them, and they're both with their arrows back to back.
That's when
it's fucking dope. Leaves are falling. They're in the shit.
Dude, the brother just looks at his sister and tells this is where as far as I go. Oh, you need to bring it home because he already knew, and that's when you see just the flicker of the light. And he's behind him. He just already knew there were two Ultimate Warriors were right there, bro. And it was awesome. It was beautifully done, dude. Again, all over. Highlights for me, just overall this situation was the Predator. I thought he was tastefully done with his skull mask. It was different, but again, it was just to give him that more terrorizing, more ferocious, more feral look.
Instead of hanging his prey,
he would wear it like any warrior that would do any. The Comanche, the Mayans, they would wear their their prey. Their trophies.
That was a symbolizing too, because you got to come back with the blood.
Yeah.
Fucking, there was this part where he rips a bear in half, dude. Don't mention the fucking.
So leading up, he killed his first kill. It's a rattlesnake. He just stabs it in the head, rips it, skins it, whatever. And then he goes up, dude. One of my favorite ones, besides the bear one, was the wolf. He goes toe to toe with just a regular gray wolf, but he's fighting him and he gets bit on the leg, and he sees that the wolf is on all fours. So that dude gets on all fours, and that's how he fights him. But he fucking guts him on all fours. So it's showing too that they're evolving too. They're learning different strategies on how to fight different opponents, which is I love. And then of course the bear part. Bear is all muscle, all speed, and it's just the ultimate kill. It's a fucking tank with fur.
Yeah, dude. He's already scarred up. He's chasing our heroine. Heroine? Hero?
He's chasing the main chick, yes.
The main
heroine.
The heroine.
So yeah,
she's chasing her because she's trying to cut this motherfucker because she's trying to ultimate test, go slap a bear in the ass and survive. That's what these times were about. And so she's fucking running. She finds in the fucking beaver's fucking dam. And the motherfucker's trying to get her.
Yeah, and he just feels it. He just feels it. The bear. It's not from a distance with the cannon. He doesn't really use his gun too much either. He's hand to hand. He's fucking taking this bear on, and actually kind of losing at the beginning. Yeah. There's a part where the bear just gets up and roars, and you see the green blood, and he walks off thinking he killed him, but that fucking predator just does that where he has his back to him. The fucking thing's coming out. Bro, that was a beautiful. He just turns around, does a whiplash, and fucking just jaws him, and the bear's done, and he just fucking lifts his ass up and tears him open, and the blood just rains over him, bro.
And like this moment, she sees him. That's how she sees him.
That's like the first big reveal for her.
Yeah, for her, but.
It visually was beautiful. Loved the scenery that they chose. The color scheme was amazing.
Yes.
Cinematography was great. I love the actors that they chose. I can't wait to see what more, and I can't wait to see if they're going to continue with this story or what's going to happen.
Because there's a big little. Yeah. There's not much of a little anything showing at the end of the credits, but they show like throughout the credits. You know how some of them show like the movie on the credits, but like drawn as cartoon. They do this for this one. Just like, it's a little thing. Just at the end of the one.
Just like the indigenous artwork that they do on the
exactly.
Cave. Like, they do the same thing.
Because the motherfucker was in the lion's den. He was in the cave, so they was like.
It was dope, and then I said this was Let It Run, and of course there's something at the end, not too much, like not a big reveal, but it's like the cave artwork. Yeah. She just got pronounced war chief because
she got pronounced war chief, bro.
And like
at first we thought it was a dog, because the dog. He's the one who did all the job. Yeah. He did all the work.
And they just look to the sky and the ships are coming down. So
there's multiple ships.
But that leads to the Easter egg for the second one because they have the gun that says 1715 on it.
How did they get it?
Yeah, and that's like she gives it to her war chief and they end up making her war chief. So it shows that the Yamchas are coming. So is that the gun that eventually makes it through the centuries to be given to Danny Glover? So
the Glover is because when it was already the end when she drops off the head and the dog gets picked up Rudy the dog, I'm telling you. And I was like, man, imagine they'll be all around her like in Danny Glover how they just how the Danny Glovers Predator 2 how they just started forming, and then we never got that, but that credit scene kind of
it just shows the ships coming back.
They came, and then she was with her cane. Yeah, she was war chief.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, Swan, you're war chief.
It was dope. I give it 2 thumbs up, 10 out of 10.
I get 2 thumbs up, 10 out of 10. Out of those things we take for granted is coming home every day. Mm-hmm. We make it home a day. We make it home every day. That's a fucking gift, bro. Mm-hmm. So that's just this movie was just a.
Just about that.
Just the echo of my life.
So yeah, dude. Go watch it, guys. It's on Hulu. Let us know what you thought about this review. Let us know what you thought about the film. Once you go check it out, guys. More to come.
We them dudes. We them guys.
We appreciate your support 100%. And make sure you go follow our Instagrams, our TikToks, my brother's Instagram, and their YouTube channel as well. It's all in the description below.
Yeah, my shit's coming out for real. Watch. We got a lot of videos.
Dude, just go subscribe. Please spread the word.
Yes.
And thanks, guys. And always remember, stay rebellious.
Homies, laters.